Hi guys, so today we'll be solving this problem called count vowel strings in range. We've been given zero index array of string words and a 2D array of integer queries. Each queries of I is equal to li ri. Ask us to find the number of strings present in the range li ri, both inclusive and with a vowel. Return an array answer of size queries.length, where answer of I is the answer of the ith query. Note that vowel letter are A, E, I, O, U, right? And we've been given the words array and queries array. So the idea is that we need to return the number of strings which are having vowels present as the first string and also the last string, right? So yeah, that is the idea. And so for example, if you see ABA, right? So in ABA, we have A, which is a vowel, A, which is a vowel as well. So B is not a vowel, but the start and the end with a vowel, the string. So which means that this string is valid, or we can, consider it. So when we say that how many of them between 0 to 2 are having that or following that property of ending and starting with a vowel, there are like if you see A, B, A, B, C, B, E, C, E, A, and E, right? It's like this. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this, right, 0 and 2, right? So between 0 and 2, how many of them have start with a vowel and end with a vowel? So we have this one does not, and this one does, right? So we have two strings which follow that condition. So the answer for the first query is 2, right? Similarly, then the second query is 1 to 4, right? So between, uh, right? So between, let's do it again here. A, B, A, B, C, B, E, C, E, A, and E, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So between 1 and 4, how many of them are having? So this is not following. This is following the condition E and E are both are vowel. This is following the condition. E is following the condition. So we have three strings, right? So at the second index we put it 3, and then we have 1 and 1. So 1 and 1. So 1 and 1 is this one, and this one does not follow any property. So it's 0 for this one, right? So that is the answer. Let's get to the coding part where we will understand this better. So how we can solve this problem. Let's get to the coding part. So in this problem, we've been given this entire words array, right? So what my approach will be to create a pre-sum function, pre-sum array, which will store the basically the number of strings between index 0 to that particular index. How many of them are following the rule of that starting and ending with the vowel. So like prefix sum would maintain that, and queries of I would simply be a difference between the start and the end of the query index which has been given, and LIRI basically, and that would be the idea. So let's get to the coding part to clearly understand how we can do it. So first of all, I'll create a answer array queries dot size, right? So we'll put that there. So first of all, that, because yeah, answer will be of queries dot size, and then we'll also maintain an unordered set. Basically this will be used for understanding or like finding out the vowels, right? Vowels a a e I o and u, right? And then we have prefix sum which is having word size, right? That would be for maintaining prefix sum. So first of all, I'll create a sum variable. I'll iterate through the words array, right? In this, the current word equal to words of I. Here we have an option, right? Here we have an option that if the word basically, the string basically, it has a starting or ending, then we do a sum plus plus, right? We'll increase this sum and add it to the prefix sum array, right? That will be the approach here. So if vowels dot count current word of 0 and then vowels, the ending string as well, count current word of current word dot size -1, right? So if both of them are present, right, then it satisfies the condition, and I'll put it in the prefix sum, right? And that is the idea. Later on, once that's done, we'll go through the queries array, right? In this one, we have the current query, right? Which is basically the queries of I, right? And this current query, we will basically have the answer of I as the prefix sum difference, right? As I told you. So prefix sum of current query of 1, yeah, that minus, basically now we have to get the last, like whatever the last index of the current query is, right? So current query of last index minus the current query of the first index. So first index can be, so if current query of 0, right, that is at 0 index is equal to 0. So if it's 0, then I'll just put 0 here, right? Otherwise, we'll have prefix sum of current query of 0, right? And the index will be -1. This will give us uh, the answer of I, which is basically the difference between the ending index Ri minus Li -1, right? Because yeah, prefix sum is always like the previous value, right? So we'll previous, whatever answers are there, it is that value, and then in the end we'll just return the answer from here, right? And this should work. Cool. That's submitted. I hope you guys understood the problem. Thank you.